was your reaction and how did it make you feel?
It's been a long season. You know, we've had a lot of ups, we had a lot of downs, but we came together, and it does feel good to be seen for your hard work, especially if it is from your peers. So it's incredible. But I gotta say, I have the best staff in the league. These guys work hard. They prepare me for every game. They prepare this team for every game. They work really hard and they work well together. So I'm thankful.
Have you taken a moment to step back and just know that you're a pioneer and how much you are paving the way for young girls, especially young black girls?
You know, when I'm asked these questions and these things happen and they bring it to my attention to think about it, normally it's just basketball. These guys don't think about me being a woman or not, but when you do step back and think about it, you're like, you know, I didn't grow up seeing something that looked like we do at all. And I'm here doing it because I love the game and I have the right support system around me to give me an opportunity. So it's great to do that. I'm honored.
Speaking of that support system, did you see the message that Mike sent to you before last night's game? And I guess what does his support and the Sacramento Kings support mean to you?
It's been incredible throughout this season. I know he's a busy guy, and I have to pick and choose my times when I'm going to reach out to him. But like any advice he's given me, I have to say, like Jordy Fernandez has been huge. Almost every game he texts me, with Louts as well, and periodically sprinkling through the other coaches are just like always checking in and watching what we're doing. But after the game, he was in the locker room. He told the whole team, you know, I got Coach of the Year. Everyone was there. Brought my staff in. We said a few words. A huge support because we are a family, and a lot of these guys are playing for him, you know, quite a bit, up and down and back and forth. So having that support, like I said, especially being the first to do this, it's not just what I want, it's necessary.
You saw the celebration in the locker room too with the water being poured on you. How much fun was that moment to celebrate with your guys?
Let's be clear. I knew something was up at first because I was like, they're acting weird, so I tried to run away. But no, we're happy for each other. We really care. Like I said, we've gone through a lot this season and we came together, and we don't just say chant family just to say it, like we really mean it. So we're proud of each other. They were all so happy that I received this award, but it's the big one that we really want, is the championship. So I love that. I hope that that's not the last one.
Do you remember maybe the moment when you felt that maybe this team was maybe turning that page and coming together?
It was really close at the beginning of the season. Like, we weren't really getting killed. It was one possession, two possession. It's like, gosh, if we could just find a way for it to just click. And a lot of it is having the team for a while. We kept changing players and moving players. So once we had that and that stability, we started to skyrocket. And then we got better and better and better. And just like,
to have this recognition in the first year, though, I mean, with everything that you have to deal with to do this for the first time, what does it mean to have it this so early?
I hope it means, and I hope it's the start of the conversation of hiring a woman is not a risk, right? I feel like a lot of people say, oh, one day in the NBA, an owner or an organization will take a risk and hire one. Like, what is a risk? Like, you know, out of 30 teams in the NBA, 29 lose. You know, anyone can, not saying anyone can do that, but you know what I mean by that. So you hope that it's not the conversation anymore. It's like, you know what, does this person connect with the players? Are they good at X's and O's? Do the players respect them and buy in? I've been able, and I'm saying so lucky, been able to do that with this group, and it's a testament to them. But hopefully, kind of moving on, it's opening that conversation and kind of changing people's minds of, you know, what's best for the job, who's best.
Yeah.
Coach of the Year in your first season. I know the season's not over yet, but when you look towards next year, how do you improve, and how do you maybe take it one game up, one step up?
I'm not even there yet. Like what'll take it a step up? What'll take it a step up this year's a championship? That's what'll take it a step up, is being able to fully complete it. You finish first overall. That's great, right? It's really difficult to win it. Finish first and to win it. So, and it's almost like college rules, right? Single elimination. That's what I'm focusing on. That's how we're going to top it. Now, after that, we can have a conversation.
You coached at the NBA level, you coached at the G League level. For those who are NBA fans who are paying attention or starting to pay attention to the G League, how tough is it to even get the number one seed, let alone win a championship, and the quality of talent at even the G League level?
You can't convince me that this isn't the second best league in the world, especially this year with this level of talent. These are NBA players. I have a handful of players on this team that are NBA role players. There's just not enough spots on NBA teams. I have two ways that could be playing in the NBA. They're getting up and down. I have assignment guys that come and play, and this is just my team. The other team, they all do the same thing as well. So this is a really talented league. It's becoming more and more competitive, and I think, I don't want to say it's great practice, but these are the same guys. I don't treat these guys any differently or move any differently than I did when I was with the NBA team.
So I take it the success of Keon doesn't really surprise you, and two-way guys getting their opportunity at the NBA level and succeeding at the NBA level, not just Keon.
Keon who? Because I never saw him. No, he did. I'm so proud of him. I worked with him a lot last year whenever he would come up with the big team. And when I got this job, he was so excited. He's like, I can't wait to play for you. And I'm like, Keon, I don't ever see you because you're doing so well. You're playing with the game. So I'm, for one, really happy for him and getting the opportunity. But that shows you what the G League is about. It's about like developing. Yes, you want to win. First and foremost, you want to develop. And I also think learning how to win is part of that development as well, too. And I think that a guy like Keon didn't just get better. He's a winner himself. You
mentioned, obviously, just the nature of this league, the single elimination, having experienced that last year, someone like Jordan who went through it. Does it feel like, there's a little bit of unfinished business for y'all?
Yes, every season's different, so you do have to kind of start it over. It's not this little competition of like, I want to get better than last. You want to continue the expectations to be high. It's just, I just feel like we've worked so hard to get here. You guys were over here, you didn't hear Mason Jones sat there in the huddle. I didn't even say anything, and he's like, guys, from everything we went through, we worked so hard to be here. He said, we didn't do all this to get home court advantage, to be here, to go out in the first round, right? We did this, we want to win this whole thing. Now you got to go one game at a time, but I know our guys are focused, and we know how important this one game is.
How ready are you?
I'm so ready.
Yeah.
You're not getting better now. Like, you're not getting better last week. It's just about who's going to make the most plays, who's going to be the toughest team, who's going to work the hardest, who's going to make the most plays on both ends of the floor. And that's what I believe that we're all ready for.
In Santa Cruz, what do you know about that team? You guys are very familiar.
Play them, right? We played them so many times. They're a quick team. They're fast. They play well together. Cut, move without the ball. They're competitive. It's going to be a great, kind of similar last year, right? Down the street,
right.
Kind of little rivalry we kind of built here with Sac and Golden State. So no, I think it's great. We're very familiar, and they're very familiar with us as well.
Over the last couple of years, what was your relationship like with Bobby Jackson? Has he reached out at all and congratulated you or talked to you about taking the torch from him and carrying the success?
Well, not to forget, when I first came here, he was an assistant coach for the Kings, and so was I. So he sat right next to me on the bench. Like I've gotten to know him really, really well. I'm so proud of what he did here. His first year doing it and did it for 2 years and did a great job. I know that he wished me well, wished success. I haven't talked to him as much because he's busy, doing where he is, and I'm so proud of him. But I think the biggest thing is I saw what he did, and I said, okay, I've got to kind of take that baton and pass it on and hopefully get better and better off of what he built.
Cool. Thank you.